Shalom, coming back at you. So, like I was saying, we don't supposed to worry about no scoffings, no scoffers, nothing, man. Our job is to push this truth no matter what. Our job is to push this truth and endure to the end. That's the job of the elect, man. To push this truth no matter what. Now this is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 10. And it reads, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. Okay? We are fools for Hamashiach's sake. But ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Okay, even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. Let's look at the word buffeted. G2852.
Strong's G2852. Kalafizo. Kalafizo.
Kalafizo. To strike with the fist, give one a blow with the fist. To maltreat, treat with violence. It's a to maltreat, treat with violence, and contumely. Contumely. From the derivative of the base, to rap with the fist, buffet. To strike with fist, to give one a blow with fist. To maltreat, to treat with violence, man. And how do we get treated? Hey, man, they scarf. Some brothers done had guns pulled out on them, you know. You got different situations in this truth, man. When you get cursed out, so-called cursed out, you get spoken evil of. So this is verse 12, 1 Corinthians 4 and 12. It say, and labor, working with our hands, being reviled, we bless, being prosecuted, we suffer it. Verse 13 say, being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscoring of all things unto this day. Okay? So we are like nothing, man. Now when you go to Job, when you go to Job 25 and verse 6, this is Job 25 and 6. It reads, how much less man that is a worm, and the son of man, which is a worm. And we know what a worm is, man. Okay? But let's look it up anyway. Because we are being defamed, man. We are being treated as the filth of the earth, man. Now they got two definitions right here. This is a worm. Which is a worm? Let me look up the one H74515.
Strong's H7415. Rema.
It's a maggot, worm, as cause and sign of decay. Okay? So we are like worms, man, maggots. And that's how we are looked at, man, as worms and maggots in this truth. But we are fools for Yahweh's sake, man. So we don't care about being defamed. Now this is the other worm in Job 25 and 6. It's H8438. Say Tolah. Let's read it.
Strong's H8438. Tolah, Tolah, and second entry, Toleah, Toleah, and third entry, Tolaath, Tolaath.
So it's a worm, maggot, man. It got other definitions, but the point is a worm, man, a maggot. The lowest of the low, man, okay? We are made the lowest of the low. He said, how much less man a worm and the son of man a worm, man. So we are being defamed. We are being scoffed at, talked about, man. Okay? But who cares, man? Because we are fools for Yahweh's sake, man. Let me get this one. For Corinthians 2. And I'm gonna say 20. Let me see. Look, find it real quick. In fact, let me read it. Let me see. So this 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter. Salakia, 1 Corinthians chapter 1. Let me go back. First Corinthians 1 and 21. And it reads, for after that, in the wisdom of power, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Okay? That was my point, man. Like I read to you in 1 Corinthians 4. It said, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. So this 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of power, the world by wisdom knew not power. It pleased power by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Now, when you read verse 26, or I'm going to read verse 25, it say, because the foolishness of power is wiser than men, and the weakness of power is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, know that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Okay, because the Lord say, man, many are called, but only a few are chosen. And this is Matthew chapter 7. And 13, it says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay? So it's on the few, man, that's going to get this with not understanding. And that's just point blank period, man. And when you come into the truth, man, prepare thyself for temptation. Because you're going to go through different trials and tribulations, man. Because the Lord is strengthening you up, man. for the time of Jacob's trouble. That's the whole point. So let me get a couple more precepts. And we'll go into Wisdom of Solomon. Read a couple precepts out of Wisdom of Solomon. And it's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of power of God, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her, man. Okay? There's no one that's defiled that can come into this truth, man. There's no one that's defiled that can come into this truth. Because if the Lord wants you to get this wisdom and understanding, you're going to get it. If not, you're not going to get it, man. Period. You're not going to get it. This is Philippians chapter 1 and verse 29. So this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, is the gift of life, man. And it reads, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. Okay? For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, man. That's the gift. Not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sakes, man. Now, when you read Ephesians 2 and 8, it reads, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, man. Okay? It is the gift of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. 1 Timothy chapter 4 and 14 said the same thing. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. Now, when I read in the first part in Jeremiah 1, he said he sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet, man, to the nations, to go out and preach the gospel. So 1 Timothy 4 and 14 again, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. Okay? With the laying on of the hands, of presbytery. Presbytery going into the elders. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly unto them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto yourself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. And that's the whole point, man. This is about doing the Lord's will, man. Okay? Doing the Lord's will, man. Again, man, it's Philippians 1 and 29. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sakes, man. And he said we will be hated by all, man. We will be hated, and you must suffer. So who cares what scoffers say, man? Because the scoffers got to do their job. The same way Yahweh Shai set up the elect to do their job, the scoffers got to do their job as well, man. Somebody gotta push the gospel. Somebody gotta hate the gospel. Okay? The Lord have a balance, man. He's balanced. It tell you that in Proverbs chapter 11, that he's balanced, man. So you can't have up and down, and you can't have left without right, man. That's why he said when he come back, the Yahweh shall come back. He's gonna separate the sheep from the goats and set the goats on the left hand side and the sheep on the right. And according to Matthew 24 and 22, And it reads and say this, Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, this is for the elect. This ain't for all of Israel, as I read to you in Romans 9 and 6 and Romans 11 and 7, man. This is for the elect, man. Okay? So them scoffers, they are the 2/3. Period. Point blank period, man. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of the Lord's people is going to die, man. And he makes that clear in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, meaning the Israelites, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Nowhere, man. In the lake of fire. Okay? Dying in concentration camps. Dying by martial law troops. Okay? Dying by famine. Dying by pestilences, man. Okay? They're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be destroyed. This is about the elect, man. This is about pushing the truth no matter what, man. This is your reasonable service, okay? Romans 12 and 1, man. Our reasonable service is to push this gospel no matter what. To death, man. If need be, man. To death, man. So be it. And so with that, I want to say, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekah Korash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth throughout the 4 winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. Shalom.